Hi, my name's Sarah and I work for UK job search engine AllTheTopBananas.com. Over this series, I'm going to be giving you advice and information to make the most out of your job hunt. Here are my top 10 tips to help you with writing your CV. Number 1. Spelling and grammar. This sounds like an obvious one, but it's still one of the most common things I see on a day-to-day basis. I open CVs in Microsoft Word, which emphasises all misspelt words with a red wavy line, making them impossible to miss. Make sure that you have checked all of your spelling and grammar. If you've word processed it and it has a spell checker, make sure you use it. Number 2. Make the beginning of your CV stand out. If the only thing the employer reads is the first few lines of your CV, what does that say about you? Make sure it's passionate, relevant and to the point. Explain what makes you a good candidate and why you stand out from the rest, with a brief paragraph outlining your key skills and attributes. Number 3. Proofreading. Get someone else to proofread your CV. Sometimes it can be hard to spot errors in your own writing when you know what it's supposed to say, regardless of whether it actually does. Ask a friend or family member to check how your CV reads and make sure you haven't made any obvious typos. Number 4. Try to avoid cliched phrases. For an employer, there is nothing worse than reading hundreds of CVs with the same generic phrases. Try thinking of better examples of how to convey that you are hard-working and a good team player, and using these phrases. Give examples of personal experiences and avoid making your CV sound like it was written by a robot. Number 5. Relevance. Target your CV to the job you're applying for. If you are applying for a job in teaching, you'll need all relevant qualifications, examples of working with children, examples of public speaking. The employer won't need to know how many different cocktails you can make from your job in TGI Fridays, so make sure to tailor your CV according to the job. Number 6. Be prepared to explain gaps in your CV. This is a common question you may be asked at an interview if you've been out of work for large periods of time. So if you see those gaps on your CV, start working out how you might answer this question to avoid being caught out. Number 7. Make it short. Make it short, relevant and to the point. The ideal length to aim for when writing your CV should be no more than 2 pages. This ensures that it is relevant and specifically targeted to the job you're applying for. Number 8. Make sure your contact information is up to date. Now, again, this sounds like an obvious fact, but it's surprising how many people forget to change their address on their CV when they move, or their phone number after getting a new phone. You may not have even looked at your CV in a couple of years, so don't just send it out without checking your details. Number 9. Adding references. It's great to be able to provide your new potential employer with some references, but there is no need to fill up your CV with their comments. References available on request will get the message across. And number 10. An accessible style. The layout of your CV should be clear and concise. Ensure that your work history and education are all in reverse chronological order, so that the most recent is at the top. Avoid using overcomplicated frames and fonts. Keep it simple and classic to get maximum impact.